And welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet Clank on the PlayStation 2! When we last left off, we had went through the entirety of Planet Ultanis, with just Ratchet alone, since Clank had to stay behind, otherwise he probably could have gotten struck by lightning again. And let me tell you, Ratchet is pretty lucky that he didn't get electrocuted when Clank was on his back, cause, oh boy. Now, the reason that we went through this place was, of course, to get a few things, such as the Morpho Ray, which we had found lying around, and then we had bought the Gadgetron PDA off of Steve, and then, last but not least, we had bought an infobot off a scrap merchant that had coordinates to Planet Quartu, at the robot plant, which we're going to go to find out more about the Ultramechs. And there's also 2 gold bolts to be found, so... Now, without further ado, let's blast off!
Well, I guess Quark didn't eliminate them.
How observant of you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if you were only so diligent in doing your own job!
Yes, sir.
Since our new planet is nearly finished, we need a plan to remove the world that is occupying our selected orbit. This time, it must be absolutely foolproof. Time is wasting.
Oh, jeez, what are the Blarg going to come up with next? A bigger, badder bomb? Ugh. Now, I should mention that if I were to just reload on Ultanis after beating it, that cutscene would have played regardless, so I had to make sure to record that cutscene after finishing part 15 and edit it in this video, so that way you would have been able to have seen it, because, well, that would have been bad of me. But, now, here we are. Planet Quartu, which should look rather familiar. Now, where do we want to go first? Well, I'll tell you where we're going to be going first. We're going to go ahead and explore the coolant system. The factory's coolant systems are the very latest in Blarg technology. It would be a good idea to look around and see if they've left anything interesting in there. I wonder what values that are hidden within this coolant system. Now, before I go ahead and climb up that ladder, by climb up it I mean jump up it, because Ratchet can't put one foot over the other for some reason. Just want to go ahead and pick these up, and now let's go. Of course, I should mention that you better have the Hydro Pack, otherwise you're not going to be able to start this mission at all. And what we need to do here, first off, is to quickly swim through these rings in order to open up that door. And it leads to these spider bots, which have lasers on their backs, and of course they will just zap you for, of course, 1 point of nanotech, but of course everything does. But now, get ready, because what's coming up is rather shocking, and I mean that in the literal sense. Dip just even your toe in that, and you will fry to a crisp. And of course, to shut off all this nasty electricity, you step on this button, which will activate a timer. And you can easily guess what's going to happen if that were to reach 0 and you're still in the water. Bad times. And, stay away from me, man. Jesus. Ugh. Gotta be careful because, yeah, these guys like to... Yeah, they like to do that. Freaking rude. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Bleh. Whoa. Hey! Stop that. Head right here. Oh, whoa! How did I manage to dodge that? Whoa! Oh, dodge that over there. That was pretty good. Okay, here. Oh crap! Oh crap! Hurry up, Ratchet! Ooh, 10, 9, 8. Ugh. Yeah, the water will start the electricity will turn on as soon as you jump out of the water, no matter how much time you have left. But, well, we don't need to go back in there anyways. Now, what was all the hubbub of going through that hellhole? Well, I'll tell you what. It's to go and grab this.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah is right, Ratchet, because we now have the Bolt Grabber, which is a fantastic device as it significantly increases our bolt pickup radius. Oh man, just gonna make all this all nice and easy, and I have to also mention that it does indeed increase the pickup radius for ammo as well. Ooh. Now I should mention that at one failed take, the screen just was all blue. Abadi abadai. For some reason, and it just wouldn't go away, so I had to get that attempt out of the way. And also, the Elgato had frozen on me at one point, which was not good, so I had to scrap that take as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and defeat the lag monster. And let's go ahead and pull out our Visi Bomb gun to deal with that guy right over there, which is a sentry bot, just so you know. And really, it's a good thing that I remembered that name at least. Oh, jeez, I really should have looked up the mini bomber's name, because if I'm going to try and be doing this Let's Play as a sort of walkthrough, I really need to keep on top of that. Yeah, I have to apologize for my slacking. But anyways, hello again, Chompers! Haven't seen you since Gaspar. How you doing? Doing fine? Aye, that's fantastic. But, I'll tell you what's not fantastic. These guys. Blah! Get out of here. Okay, whoa. That's quite the long pickup radius. Okay, let's do that. Open that up. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that. And also, just get a load of this. Like, you. Please don't go eating my lombax and robot friends. Please? Warning you. That's just a warning shot. Run away! Anyways, what's this over here?
You'll need the Gadgetron hologuise to explore the factory. Unfortunately, our scanners do not detect a hologuise on this planet.
Of course. Now, by going up to here, this would activate a new mission, which is infiltrate the secure area. Clank escaped from the secure inner areas of this factory. If you could somehow sneak in, you could find out more information about Drek's whereabouts. Probably read that wrong, but yeah, whatever. But yes, that's why this place is so familiar. It's because this is where Clank was manufactured, and it's also, yeah, just as the mission said, it's where he escaped from. So I guess you could say that this is his home planet. Let's go ahead and grab this. And, you know, I have to say that, really, when you play the HD version and then go back to this version, yeah, it's just, like, so weird just seeing how everything changed. Don't shut up! I don't need you yakking on again. Yeah. And by the way, you know how I mentioned the Trespasser had a certain glitch with the audio, with 2 extra ticks at the end, having a certain bit of noisage? And what sort of black magic is that door doing? Draw distance did it. And it's a wizard, I tell ya. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Because, yeah, the noise at the end just so happens to be from the Morpho Ray itself. Yeah. Speaking of the Morpho Ray, I really should put some more use into it, because, well, I never do. I don't know, it's just one of those weapons that I just let fall to the wayside. Anyways, let's go ahead and lie down here, and I'm glad you're back, Clank. Ugh. Rather not be doing any more platforming without you, buddy. Get out of here. Plasma bots. Plasma butts, more like it. Smash that, and smash that, and yeah, you can probably guess where we're going to be going to in a later date. Okay, so smash this, and smash that. And you know what? I should just leave those well enough alone. Okay, so these guys up. Hey, over here. Yeah, get out of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need my Tesla Claw again, because, well, guess what? More friggin' plasma bots. Dirtbags. Now, why are we going this way? Well, it is to go ahead and to find out more about the Ultramechs. Had to stop there just so that way I was reading it properly. The Ultramech looks like a powerful piece of weaponry. There must be someone around who knows more about it. Considering that there still being manufactured, I'm pretty sure there is someone still around. Let's go ahead. Busy bomb gun, because, well, gonna need to go ahead and... Pow! There we go. Gotcha. And let's go ahead and put the tears in the claw. Tears in the claw! Now, let's see. Let's pull out our metal detector. Treasure! And push these open and... Yep, thank you. Busy bomb. And, that's quite the strange door over there. I'll go over to it once I finish here. And yeah, that should be everything. Now, yo, open up. I'm guessing a wrench is not going to be a worthy lockpick for this door. Curses! Doors, my only weakness. Now let's just go ahead and give this Morpho Ray some more time to shine. And you know what? I gotta say, it's a shame that these chickens blow up into piles of feathers. Hey! I saw that. That's rude. Don't go sneaking up on Ratchet and try and bite his posterior. That's just mean as well. Yeah. Fucking hell. I bet these fluffy feathered fowls would make some rather juicy roasts. Freaking sprinkle salt and pepper, rosemary, some garlic. I wonder if I've made anybody a bit hungry there. No. Hey! I think we may have just found our man. Is he? Well, let's just find out. We'll go ahead and find out.
Was it pi over infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
Now, I have to say, that is quite economical. Just make tiny versions of those mechs and enlarge them. Genius. But yes. Let me introduce you to Giant Clank, folks. And let me tell you, that is one hell of a growth spurt, Clank Kid. Hey, Ratchet is riding his back. The tides have turned. But, well, we need to be at this size because we need to go ahead and destroy the Ultramechs. Destroying these Ultramechs would throw a wrench into Drek's plans. They're too big for Ratchet, but Giant Clank could take them out. That he can. Now to give a bit of a primer on his controls. You can press X to jump. You can press square to punch. And yeah, you can break down these towers. And of course, you can press circle to fire rockets. And yes, these little measly ants don't stand a chance. Who do you think you are? Yes, we can destroy these towers. Get out of the way. Beep, beep. Yeah, those freaking Tesla, those plasma bots can't do anything. I can just go ahead and stomp over them. Yeah. Now, if I just step open to the door and buy ammo. This.
When your energy bar is full, press the triangle button to unleash an atomic energy blast.
Yeah, let me tell you, that energy blast is extremely deadly. Because when you fire that, everything in a wide radius just dies. Falls dead. And, but of course it does have a recharge time. But anyways, Clank, time to put your dukes up, because it's time to square off against the Ultramechs themselves. Yeah. Come on, punch them! Now, of course, the only attacks that these guys have is, well, that big old morning star on that's one of their attachments, and of course they will fire rockets at us. I have to say, these friggin' helicopters have some pretty damn high caliber bullets. And there you go, see? It takes even the Ultramechs out in a single hit! Damn! frickin' knock it off. Hey, you! Get bonk! Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah! Yeah, those things aren't really tough. Then again, look at Clank's freaking fists. Go ahead, fire that. Booyah! Now, this should be the last wave of enemies. No, friggin' buzz off. Oh, no, it isn't. Hey! Oh, more of you? Bring it! Yeah, friggin' knock it off! Seriously.
Well done! Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you two. Maybe this'll help.
New! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other fine products, comes the Hollow Guys. With the Hollow Guys, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes. We're only in sanctioned areas. You will not actually become a robot.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Uh-huh.
Yes, we now have the coordinates to Kalibo 3. And I gotta say, I don't know, that cutscene is just one of my favorites. It's just, like, so silly. Freaking Ratchet just proves Clank wrong. Oh, man. What's that over there? What? Oh, but yes, you can indeed repeat this entire section over and over. And you know how I mentioned I had an ultimate grind spot in this game? Well, it just so happens to be right here. And of course, yep, grow big again. And before I even start explaining as to what needs to be done, and oh, well, Clank knows Kung Fu. I just want to go ahead and show you what happens if he becomes small again, because it's rather amusing. It's funny that how it's just only his head that goes last. You'd think you'd just like go and fall over. But now, let's just go ahead and grow big again, because now I'm just gonna give to you an explanation as to how I do this bit, because if you do this bit over and over, you can get like roughly 1350 bolts roughly. It's somewhere around there. And oh boy, you can also do this really fast if you just follow my steps. Yeah, you want to go ahead and try and angle your rockets right at that bit, right where I just showed you, where I destroyed those helicopters. And just do this. And of course, yeah, I want to go ahead and punch to speed up. That helps the process. And now, the best way to do this section is to just stand right here and fire rockets and atomic blasts. Because for some reason, the helicopters don't fire at you. Now, you want to make sure to aim your atomic blast to the right of that tower right there, so that way you'll hit that mech on the right, I should say. Fire another atomic blast here. Bam! Goes. And you gotta make sure to destroy all the helicopters, because they do have a tendency of spawning, or you need to destroy the allotted number, otherwise they're not gonna spawn. Just go ahead and do that, and yeah, that. And I'm pretty sure you need to step into the ring a little bit before you can even start the mission to destroy the Ultramechs. Let's go ahead and do that. And, oh yeah, you can bet your buns that I'm going to be doing this over and over and over again. Because you can probably guess what I am going to get. And, yeah, jump for joy, Clank, jump for joy. And there you go. Yeah, like I said, if I hadn't mentioned already, you can do that like roughly under a minute. But let me tell you, the amount of bolts that I'm gonna try and grind up for was probably gonna take like 2 hours, maybe 2.5. I don't know, maybe even more. But yes, we are now done here for now. Wow, repeating words much? And you know, I really have to keep an eye on what I say, because really, refix myself? Oh god. That was some just atrocious vocabulary there. Friggin' jeez. And stay away. No. That is some weird as hell fauna. Fauna? No, that's animals. It's flora. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, now let's just go ahead and jump into the ship. And this video just might be a little bit short. Well. Where are we gonna go to next? Am I just gonna go ahead and go to the Gadgetron site at Kalibo 3? Hell no. Where am I going to go to instead? Why? Back at Planet Rilga. Or, yeah, that's the name of the planet. So, anyways, just, well, let's go ahead and blast off, and I will meet you there. Away we go! Now, I should mention that it is around this point of the game where I would go ahead and start grinding up bolts needed to purchase the Glove of Doom, Taunter, Mind Glove, and Decoy Glove, as I've said quite a few times that I'd normally pass those weapons up. And if I were to just buy them on the spot as they come up, that's 25,000 bolts that I'd be spending right there. Then again, I already did. But if you're trying to minimize the grind fest, then yeah, just wait until you have the Persuader when you go to Quartu, so that way there's less grinding that's needed, because, well, you'd be getting all those weapons that I just mentioned at their discounted prices. Now, let's see, where to go? Do I want to go there? Nah, I want to go this way. And, by the way, did you really think I would have come here without doing the grinding? Yeah, I'd rather minimize the amount of times that I'd visit this planet. And it did indeed take me just about 2.5 hours to get all those bolts. Ugh, it was quite a lot of time. And Ratchet, seriously, buddy, don't be smoking. Ugh, drugs are bad, okay? No, I think I may have made that joke, but if I didn't, there you go. Now let's go ahead and equip the Hydro Displacer, because we need to drain this water again. Because sadly, the Hydro Pack doesn't allow you to boost out of the water like Raziel can in Soul Reaver. Would have been a nice feature, but oh well. Of course, I should also mention that I did indeed pause the video, or well, in this case, stop the video after blasting off to Rilgar, because with the Elgato HD, you cannot pause during a recording. You either start it or you stop it. Nothing in between. But, considering I have the editing software needed to make this Let's Play the way that I want it, it's not that bad. But yes, I did indeed stop for, it took me about 3 days, because I'd taken 40 minutes over the course of those days to grind up 50,000 for 40 minutes or so. I freaking forget. I'm just so flustered trying to do this, because I've been trying to get this part done so many times. Now, I should have mentioned this while on Quartu, but Ratchet has a freaking grip of iron, because you'd think he would just be thrown off a plank after thrashing about when he's that size. And just, ugh. Still, that's damn. And of course, yes, this place has indeed flooded, which, well, it wouldn't have made sense if it didn't. Now, it's a good thing we have the Hydro Pack and the O2 mask to make this place look like a harmless wet kitty. Yeah. But, anywho, the reason that I went all the way back down here is to go through this pipe, because, well, we couldn't have gone through it first time around, otherwise we probably would have drowned. And yes, this is the reason why you want to come up here. It is, in fact, to get the last gold bolt on planet Rilgar. Cha-ching! Here we go! Ugh. Now let's just do that. Oh, thank you, game. I don't know, this game has been pretty generous. Friggin' hell. I don't know. Thanks. Ugh. Now, I could have gone ahead and taken it a bit further and grind up the bolts needed for purchasing all the gold weapons, but that would have taken quite a while, so I decided against it, because, well, I don't want to delay this Let's Play too much. But anyways, I shall go ahead and cut away here and meet you just before the taxi that leads to downtown. Alright, made it to the elevator right here, just before the taxi that takes us to downtown. And the reason that I wanted to stop right here rather than just at downtown is because I want to show off a couple things that the O2 mask and the Morpho Ray have that makes them special. Because you remember how the O2 mask renders Ratchet immune to the toxic atmosphere of Orxon? Well, if we let these guys attack us, yep, their attacks are no longer effective against Ratchet. And, well, that's because it's filtering out the toxic fumes that they're spraying. So that means that it also includes the extermin tank and the poison jets in the Blarg station in Nebula G34. So, yeah, no more having to fear those while the O2 mask is on. And, yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to show you. If you use the Morpho Ray on an amoeboid, it just, of course, turns into a chicken. Yeah. And, well, it doesn't split. It would have been funny if they'd split into smaller chickens, but, oh well. Dem's the ropes. Dem's how it works. Now let's just go ahead and take this taxi back downtown. And seriously, guys, you still haven't gotten this under control? Good God. Let's start bokifying things. And hey, you, get over here. Hey, oh, what? And you know what? I don't like the look of this extermin tank. It needs more feathers. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. And for turning in an extermin tank into a chicken, you would get the skill point Cluck Cluck, which is also a hidden bronze trophy in the PS3 HD version. And of course, you do need the O2 mask in order to do that, because, well, you would get knocked out of the animation and you would stop transmogrifying it into one of these fluffy things. But yes, well, and just let's go ahead and switch these open. And sorry, Ratchet. Yeah, see, the Persuader doesn't give you a discount with this guy. Would have been awesome, but I don't know. Hey, well, I would like one rhino, please.
This thing is heavy. Yeah, try carrying it around in your trench coat for 2 months.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, you little twerp. If you tell anyone what you saw or what we talked about,
Do I even have to say it?
yous two have a nice day.
Yeah, not really a smart idea to go ahead and threaten the robot whose friend just so happens to have the most dangerous weapon in the galaxy that you'd sold to. Ugh, but yes, we now have the Rhino. And for getting this thing in the HD version, you would get the Ultimate Animal Silver Trophy. Ooh. And what this thing does is it fires a multitude of homing rockets, and when an enemy is in view, a green reticle will show up, and yeah, that means that they've got a lock on. And even though this thing has 9 barrels, it's kind of deceptive because it only fires 7 shots. It's kind of weird. What the heck are those other barrels for? I don't know, do they shoot confetti? I don't know. But, now, another thing that I should tell you is, as far as I know, you cannot get ammo for the Rhino from Gadgetron crates. So you either have to buy it at a vendor, which is relatively cheap, and yeah, or you can, of course, grab it from the Gadgetron PDA. And what was I going to say? Crap. Oh well, I'll just go ahead and mention some other things that I had managed, well, that I have researched from the Ratchet & Clank wiki, because some of the things that I found out was kind of interesting. First off, the Rhino in development originally only had 10 shots compared to the 50 that we have now. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, even though oh, that's what I was going to say. Even though I had all those bullets beforehand, yeah, I did want to make sure to keep a nice healthy stock so that way I can keep my ammo supply. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, actually, forget it. Now, another thing that I had learned from the wiki was the fact that the Rhino has different acronyms depending on what translation you are playing. And of course, I am going to try and pronounce at least the acronyms and their full names from what was on the wiki, and hopefully I don't butcher them. Now, in the Spanish translation, the Rhino acronym is TOWN, which is Te abro una nueva, which in English translate to I'll open you a new one. And in the French translation, the acronym is TELT, which is T'éclater la tronche. And in English, that is Destroy Your Face. And finally, the last translation that was on there is for the Italian version. And the acronym for that translation is MIPS, which is Mori in pochi secondi, which is supposed to translate into Die in a Matter of Seconds. And I have to say, I kind of like that one. Now, I did listen to the pronunciations in the various translations for the cutscene where Ratchet meets the Rhino salesman the first time, so hopefully I gotten them right. Now, speaking of the translations, I have to say that considering I've only played the series in English, it just sounds so weird hearing the characters' voices in other languages, though it would be the other way around if they've never heard... If someone who hasn't played the English version at all and heard Ratchet's voice or any of the other characters' voices, yeah, it would be the same thing. Now, out of all the translations that had weirded me out, it would have to be the Japanese version. Holy crap, I cannot speak. You know what, screw it. Normally I get pissed off when I get all screwy with my words, but you know what, I'm just going to keep this take anyways. Yes, now in the Japanese translation, Ratchet's voice is quite high-pitched, to the point where he sounds like a little kid. And the person that voiced him was none other than the voice actress that goes by the name of Makoto Sumaru. And yes, you heard me right, I said voice actress. And this is apparently a common occurrence in the Japanese voice acting industry, where they would hire women to voice younger male characters. Learn something new every day. But, well, let's go ahead and look at the description for the Rhino for this thing. And hey, that means we also have all the weapons in the game now. Originally manufactured by Gadgetron as the ultimate tactical offensive weaponry, the Rhino, rip you a new one, is now only available from black market vendors. Featuring high-capacity, rapid-fire, auto-tracking missiles, this weapon was simply deemed too dangerous for civilian use. Now, if this thing is black market only, how the hell are we able to legally purchase ammo for this thing? Seriously, What the heck? Oh, well, it's my loss and the enemy's gain once they're on the receiving end of this thing, or the rhino, that is. And yes, we have found 31 bolts. Damn! And the last thing that I want to go ahead and read is the Bolt Grabber. The Bolt Grabber is one of Gadgetron's most popular gadgets. Once you own one, it is permanently attached and will attract bolts over much greater distances. And there we go. Oh boy, this little bit of the video just took far too long. It was just so frustrating, as I said. But yes, finally we can go ahead and end the video off. No more, please, no more moments like this. But with that, I shall finally end the video off here. So, I've been the NorthernStarDragon, and have a good one.